When you look at the Organic Polymer wiki page, you can see that there are 4 different choices for 5-star gathering dinos and 3 different choices for 5-star gathering tools. But before we take a look at any of those, I want to show off a bit of an honorable mention. The Mozchops isn't listed as one of the dinos that is really effective at gathering Organic Polymer, but they have a unique leveling system similar to that of the Therizinosaur, where every time the Mozchops gains a normal level, it will also be able to add a harvesting level into a specific resource. I actually totally forgot to add the Mozchops bit into the original video, so it's re-edited and re-uploaded with the new info. Sorry about that. I tested the Mozchops by gathering 5 different dead penguins to see how much poly would get on average per each one. I did this with a level 1 Mozchops that had 0 levels put into any of the harvesting skills, and it got 34 poly, making it an average of 6.8 per penguin. Then, I did the same test with 5 new penguins, but this time the Mozchops had gained 10 levels, and I put all 10 levels into polymer harvesting. With the new levels, the Mozchops got a total of 60 poly, making the average 12 per penguin. So you can see that with harvesting levels, you could get some insane polymer if you have a high-leveled Mozchops. But because this test is for base level gathering, I decided not to really include the Mozchops in the final result, as they are only really better in the end if you have a really high-leveled one, with all the harvesting levels put into Organic Polymer. Now back to the original video. But which ones are the best, and how can you get the most Organic Polymer per trip? I tested all of these different tames at level 1 with as close to 125% melee damage as I could get, and I also tested all 3 tools at base primitive 100% damage. I tested each one by harvesting 5 adult Kairaku, or penguins, to see how much each would get on average. The Dire Bear harvested a total of 38 Organic Polymer, giving it an average of 7.6 per penguin. The Peligornis got 43, giving it an average of 8.6 per penguin. The Sabertooth got 26, making the average 5.2. And finally, the Thylacoleo got 29, giving it an average of 5.8 per penguin, making the clear tame choice the Peligornis. But it gets better. The Peligornis also has a really nice ability that the other tames don't have. Penguins are one of the few in-game creatures that can spawn in on the map not fully grown. This means you can find adolescent, juvenile, or even baby penguins just out in the world. The younger the penguin, the more Organic Polymer you will get if you harvest it with, and only with, a Peligornis. None of the other tames or harvesting tools have this effect to the same degree the Peligornis does. There is a question to moral code in harvesting babies for their insides, but personally I view Anakin Skywalker as a bit of a role model, and I have no problem with slaughtering younglings. So I did the same 5 penguin test, but this time all 5 of the penguins were not fully grown, and the Peligornis got a total of 337 Organic Polymer. That's an average of 67.4 per penguin, and that's insane. From a level 1 Peligornis that has 0 points into melee damage. And because dinos will harvest more resources with the higher their melee damage is, imagine a high level Pela, or even a mutated one. Now we can move on to the tools for harvesting Organic Polymer. We have the chainsaw, the sword, and the club. I did the same 5 fully grown penguin tests with all 3 of these tools. The chainsaw got 77 Organic Poly, giving it an average of 15.4. The sword got 56, giving it an average of 11.2, and the club got 108, giving it an average of 21.6 per penguin. All of this testing gives us a clear and obvious answer as to how to get the most Organic Polymer per trip. Bring your best Peligornis to harvest all of the non-adult penguins, and bring your best club to harvest all of the adult ones. All of this testing was done on official settings with no mods, so this is exactly how everything should work on all of your servers. Hope this helps eliminate a lot of wasted time with grinding polymer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces. Hey, thanks for watching. If you're still here, you should go check me out on Twitch. I've recently been streaming on an ARK server with some other streamer friends where viewers in chat can use channel points earned over time or Twitch bits to make things happen on the server to or around the player. And it's not just ARK either. I play a whole bunch of other games and love playing with the community. So if you're looking to make new friends or have more people to play games with, feel free to join the Discord down below. Or catch a stream over on Twitch. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. I am so good at handling balls.